Still a little bit sick, but fish technically sicker. So today I noticed that there is less ick on the fish. That IckX treatment. This is right after a water change too. Tank's looking quite cloudy right now, as you can see, because I just put a little thing of Cyclops in for these bottom feeders, and look at how crazy they are going for their food. The Cyclops is like tiny, tiny, tiny. It's like teeny tiny, like microscopic almost. It's like Daphnia size, but smaller. I wanted to give them a full thing. It's actually all over the water right now. It's gonna all settle down. I want to give them a full thing because I know the Corys kind of have struggle eating the normal food, but the Cyclops is all gonna settle down on that sand, and they're gonna have a haven. Even right now, it's settling down on the sand, and they're all going nuts. I mean, look at them all. They're like, every single one of them is going crazy. Every single bottom feeder, because they know it's food time. They know that it's time to eat. They're all sifting at that sand, eating up and sucking up all that Cyclops. They're just having fun. Little Ducky here is missing out, but she's still on her little nap. And it's also a bit cloudy just because I did a little water change, maybe like that size and all. But yeah, ick is less, as you can see. Well, I mean, like, it's kind of hard to see right now, but so Sev has only a tiny bit on his tail right now. You can't really see it on the camera, but I can only see 2 specks. Yesterday it was like at least like maybe like 7 to 10 specks on him, at least, and there's specks on all the other fish. These guys had the most specks on them. You can kind of see on them they have a few specks left. But yeah, they're doing a lot better. Just salt and IckX and cranking up that heat to 84. Well, I have the 84. Right now the tank's at 82 because, you know, one heater isn't gonna set off the entire tank, you know. But it's 81 over here, 82 over here, so it's doing pretty good. Ick's going away. They're happy. They're feeding. Let's give them some Mice's shrimp for the normal eaters here, because, you know, they're not bottom feeders. So little Gerald here and the rainbow fish, they're gonna have a bit of a snack here. Here we go. A lot of fish in this tank, so you gotta give them a lot of food. So they're all eating up now. Num num num. Having a good time. I gotta use up all of his food because I can't exactly save it because, you know, it's been in the tank with ick. So, gotta give it to all of them. Just did a water change. Pretty good. Pretty good. They're having a good time. Look at them go. Yum yum. It's not much food. It's just a little thing. Yeah, just let them eat. Letting them have a good time. Here's a little Rammy showing out. And there you go. They'll enjoy that. Been 3 days because we just celebrated my birthday. So I went to a hotel and we watched a Mario movie. It's been like 2 days since they ate. And yeah, they're happy. They're very, very happy. They're eating. Even the little one I've been worried about for a few months, right here. And you can kind of see in the back. I would zoom in, but I'm only... this one right here. I've always been worried about that one, but for months, she's been like that. She's been eating. She's been doing good. I was worried she might have a parasite, but it's been half a year now with her like this. And she's moving fine. It's just her unique shape, I guess. If she had a parasite, it would have been spread all across the tank by now. And I don't want to worry her by putting her in the quarantine tank. So yeah, she's doing good. She's eating. Everybody's doing good. Hi, Gerald. You want to bite at my finger? Yeah, you do. Good boy. All right. And that's a little update on these guys. They're doing good. They're doing pretty good. Ick is not doing any bad. I'm going to wash my hands off intensely so that I don't spread it to the other tanks, and I'm going to feed them. So, yeah. A bit of advice for Cory owners. Get a sand substrate. That's how they eat. They'll pick at the sand substrate. At a gravel substrate, it's hard for them to eat off the floor. They enjoy picking at the floor and sifting through it. As you can see, they're just sifting through it. They like picking at it. It's kind of harder to eat at a solid surface like this guy's trying to do. And as you can see, he just moves to the bottom because he knows that that's where the food is. And it's easier to eat off the sand. As you can see, he's just sifting through it. They're all sifting through it. They're having fun. They're eating up. Get a sand substrate. It's very, very good for these guys. Good for any bottom feeder, honestly, but for Corys especially. you don't want to do gravel because some of them will actually even bury themselves underneath the substrate sometimes looking for food. It's actually really cute. It makes a better experience for them and you. It's good. It's a lot better for them. This glass is a bit icky. Those narrates seem to get to work. Yeah. All right. You're doing good. All right. Okay. Let's give these red eyes and our little friends some food. Little baby blue here. Yeah, let's get away from the filter. There you go, guys. Maybe wondering, that's a lot of food for this thing. That's because there's a lot of snails. And I want to make sure those eat too, because, you know, I'm one of those people that likes snails. Let's put that right there. Here you go, baby boy. You want to eat the scraps? Here you go, bud. Yep, bud. There you go. That's them fed. And little neons. Little neons, I'll give some of the micro pellets. Here, let's see here. Micro pellets. Here, let's make a pause. Alright, got a little handful of micro pellets. Let's get that in there. When neons eat. And look at that, even that little one right there is starting to eat. Let's get some right here. And let's get some right here. This little guy here. And these are also for the little sparkling gouramis that I'm holding in here temporarily. Yeah, all the neons are right here, so I'm gonna put it all right here. Now don't worry, we got a lot of bottom feeders in here. We got the snails, we got the clown pleco. I might need to give an algae wafer, probably not. He's really fat. So, you know, I might just not feed him this time. Because I might need to fast him. Her. Might be a her. Here's the little autos. We got lots of little algae strands to eat. Doing pretty dang good. These guys, I've had them for a few months now. They're eating something. And I always make sure to give them an algae wafer with the pleco. And they eat that, or at least I assume they do. I haven't ever actually seen them eat anything I put in the tank for them, so they're just eating at the algae, which is good. I need to get this duckweed out of here. The tank will look a lot brighter. Yeah, this tank isn't doing that bad. All right, let's get on to feeding the others. On to the 10-gallon here, where I'm holding my mystery snails, the new ones. Let's make it a little bit brighter in here. Marl is over here. Say hi, Marl. Marl says hi. His shell, I got him, and his shell is a bit messed up. It looks like it wasn't in great condition when I got him, like a week or so ago. But I got some calcium foods. I got cuttlebone all over the place, and cuttlebone and crushed coral in the filter. I'm using salty shrimp GH Plus to make sure that their calcium is A-okay. I'm sure that his shell will see improvement very, very soon. Oh, looks like our little limpet friend, who is actually in the 7-gallon, but I had to move him in here temporarily. I'll move him back into the 7-gallon when we figure out what we're gonna do with it. And little Splitty here is doing great. Her little mouth is, I'm not sure. I think it might be healing up slowly. I don't know. Well, it's already healed. As I've said many, many times before, she got a little bit injured on the mouth like half a year ago. Not half a year ago, last Christmas. She got a little mouth and bacterial infection injury. I fixed it, gave her lots of Canaplex medicated foods and some nice salt and stuff for her tank, medicated salt. And yeah, she's doing great. She did well. She healed fully. Ooh, look at that green and purple shrimp. I moved all of the shrimp from the 7-gallon in here. It's a little overstocked in here at the moment, but I'm going to fix it up. Just got to figure out what we're going to do, but I'm just holding them in here temporarily. Lots of nice plants to keep them up and running. This is where I put all my pest snails too, so it's really overstocked in here, and I'm working on it. Don't worry. I know that this isn't the greatest type of thing, but snails and shrimp are like the one thing you can probably overstock and not have any consequences, because this tank's parameters are actually a little bit too low. It's there's like no nitrates even. No nitrate, no ammonia. It's all good. Even though the sand, even though the substrate's a bit poopy. So yeah. All the little snailsies are doing good. There's Plop. He's chilling out right here, having a good time. And, yeah, I don't know where the others are, but they're hiding. I think that's Solanum right there. Yep, she's chilling. Let's feed these little guys. So, I'm gonna have to move the light, unfortunately. So, it's gonna look a bit dark. But, yeah, let's feed our little girl here. A nice thing of nicest shrimp. Right here, girl. Of course, I got a lot more than she can eat right here, but she's a little stupid, unfortunately. So, she might have a bit of trouble. I think it might have to do with her lip injury. Come on, girl, food's right here. It's behind you. It's behind you. It's right here. Hey, look, I'm gonna brush your tail a bit. It's right here. Yeah, it's right here. And she's a little bit bad at picking up food. She misses a lot of the time. And she'll go after falling food instead of the giant clump that's right here. I try and give that to her. And she's really, really bad at hitting the food. Trying to eat it. And yeah, she's not great. Yep, and she just lost that bit right there. There you go, you got that one. You got that one. I want to give her a lot of food because, I don't know, I feel like she needs it. Again, I went on a little mini vacation, spent 2 days away. I'll give them quite a decent bit. I also want the snails to get the bottom scraps. And she's really, really bad at getting food. She's like my African dwarf frogs. She is not good. Oh no. I hope that there's nothing wrong with her vision. I think that she's just a little bit stupid. As you can see, she struggles. Come on, girl, you can get it. It's loose. There you go. Good girl. Alright. Yeah, that's her food. Go on, case, Woody. Oh, there's a parasnail. And now I want to get some bottom feeder food, so I get these. I use these to calcium wafers for the shrimps and mystery snails. This is what I'll usually just scatter across the tank for them. I know that they eat enough in here, but I want them shells to improve because, you know, Marl here, I actually don't know where he went. But yeah, let's get that in there. Yep, okay. Just scatter this across the tank a bit. Put that there, put that there, put that there. It's probably not enough. Let me wipe my hand on the towel, grab some more, because you do not want to get wet fingers on your dry food. Get some there, get some there. Get some there, get some there, and get some there. And that should be, well, that's probably not enough. Because the amount of pest snails in here, they eat this stuff very, very fast. I know that Marl and everyone will probably get their fill. Get some in the back area. It's kind of hard because there's duckweed there, but yeah, I want to get some in the back. There's Solanum there, and hopefully Butters. Well, I've seen she's moved, by the way. She's been doing better. Maybe thinking, that's a lot of food to put in here, but these pest snails, they literally immediately go for the food. They'll clump up and immediately get it. It's very, very hard to make sure that the other bottom feeders get their food, shrimps and all. But yeah, looks like I can't find Butters, but Butters is always hiding somewhere. Yep, they'll realize that there's food. They'll go for it. And as I've said before, there is no nitrates in this tank. They eat all of that food immediately, convert it to poop, which is going to be just immediately, as you can see, like, look at that. It's like immediately on there. And soonly, they're going to be completely clumped up. I'll do a shot like after I feed the African dwarf frogs just to show you how fast they get this food. May not seem like it, but man, they get there. There's a shrimp. Where did he go? He's up here. Hi, shrimp. Alright. For the really hard part, feeding this little bugger. This is going to be really hard to film. And this little bugger. These two, they're very, very stupid. Probably not as stupid as Splitty when it comes to eating, but yeah, let's try feeding them. The issue is that I have to do this with one hand. So what I can probably do is just put the camera like that. And let's hope that captures something. So maybe if I do it like that. Let's hope that captures something. I hope it does. You might see my face. This is a face review, I guess. Maybe, I don't know. But here we go. So these guys, they're kind of hard to feed. because they kind of have bad eyesight, but Freddy just got a big clump there. And they're pretty good scavengers, so they'll get the stuff that's on the floor as well, but there's a bit of snails in here just in case they don't. I make sure there's always a lot of extras. It's kind of hard to make sure that you get a good clump because, as you can see, it falls off really easily. They're not exactly smart, so you gotta really wave it in front of their face to get them to get it. As you can see, they kind of miss it. But yeah, and then I put some in their feeding bowl because they know that there's food that appears there. That's the thing you want to do with African dwarf frogs, is get a little feeding bowl and put some food in there. And hopefully they'll scavenge it, but I made sure that they ate decent clumps. Let me get the duckweed off my finger, because that stuff is a nightmare. And yeah. And there you go, that's all the tanks I got fed. Let's see if that's a face review or not. I mean, I think that you've already seen my face. But, yeah. There you go. That's the African dwarf frogs fed. They'll eat up at that food that's on the floor there and on the floor there. If not, then the snails will get it, but they already ate a decent bit. And therefore, they're fed. Now let's see just how fast these guys get over here. As you can see, they're immediately swarming that stuff. They go for it, man. They really do. They just clump up and they'll immediately eat it. So I gotta make sure that I give them a decent bit. Because even the pest snails, some of them I've gotten from my aunt, I still have a bit of shell issues. As you can see, there's a bit of shell issue on that one. But yeah, make sure that there's calcium in a tank for them to heal up. That one has a really bad shell. But yeah, there's lots of calcium, lots of stuff for their shells to improve, and she's trying to get the scraps. That's not your food.